Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. First things first, apologies for the lack of game audio on the last 3 episodes. I'm going to blame Windows for that one. It's entirely Windows' fault and not my fault. But because I recorded them all in one evening as part of a stream, I didn't actually realise until after we were done that the game audio wasn't there. So where are we? We've done an Act 1 set of bounties. We're up to level 31. I'm going to carry on doing bounties. We'll run through and do an Act 2 set for now. And we'll try and keep it to about half an hour per episode moving on. So if we need to stop in between bounties, then we'll do that. But otherwise, it's just going to be a matter of smashing monsters' heads in until we get something interesting. And of course, doing fun things like that. Oh yeah, we have Blessed Shield now. That's the whole point in this build. The whole point in this build is about flinging our shield around. I can't wait until we can actually get the wrath cost gone from it. That will actually make quite the difference for us. So temporarily we're using our shield glare. That's because we've got Final Witness in the cube at the moment. We do want to change that over eventually, probably to Taunt, and we'll change Falling Sword over to Steed Charge. But for now, they certainly serve their purposes. No, I went for that. There we go. Right. Kill some of these guys. I really want this thing gone, actually. Oh, where is my area of it? Charm. I've got to remember precisely what it is I'm doing with this build. And it is all interim until we get the equipment that we want. There we go, level 32. That will help us. Get that gone. Get that gone as well. Avatar of Rakinishu. Up we go. And he runs away. Of course he runs away. It's Rakinishu. Gets Maya's skin going. He's quite beefy, really, in terms of the amount of damage that he does. Luckily, we're doing alright in our general regeneration. I'm keeping a close eye on it, though, for that precise reason. Let's try and finish him off that way. This thing can go. One bounty done. Right, let's move on to the next one. Kill Gruul. That sounds like something we can manage. And while we're doing that, I will open up my beer. Patong indeed, as my beer can says. It's amazing the difference between like a regular hit and a critical where everything goes awesomely. Just looking at the damage output when the Blessed Shield actually hits things, it is pretty extreme. Not much, not much. Hello you. Right, let's build up a little bit of bits just so we can not stand directly on that. Actually, let's get around here. Half dead? Half dead. Keep him blind. Keep all the trouble away. Eventually I want the Cord of the Sherma. That's actually going to be quite an integral part of my build. A lot of people recommend going for the Witching Hour, which is, you know, great, but the utility of the Cord of the Sherma is really going to help us out, especially with a hardcore character. I am very much looking forward to staying alive. Let's grab all of these bits. Good evening, Fallen. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fun evening. This time I've actually turned the game sounds on, so it's going to be a very different gaming experience. Where the hell is Gruul? Gruul's got to be over this way somewhere. somewhere around here. Oh, we've got some blues. All right. Hey, no knockbacks. This is all totally going according to plan. It is not going according to plan. These things actually hurt quite a lot. See if we can get one of them killed at least. Nope. Just let me kill you. Just let me kill you. There we go. I think it's fine. We can handle 2 without the ads. That knockback is so annoying. All the mobility skills. Stop running away. Stop running away. Both of you stop running away. See, it's fine if I do knockback, but these guys are just actively trolling me. There we go. Right, we've still got to find and kill Gruul. He'll be around here somewhere. Really looking forward to getting Jackenborg. I just realised I probably should have put the approximate build plan in the description. We're going to want Aquila Curus, probably in the cube. We're going to want the Heart of Iron on ourselves, whichever one ends up being best. We're going to keep Leoric's Crown up on top. Probably go for Deathwatch Mantle on our shoulders. There isn't actually a large number of items that will affect Blessed Shield, so other than that, it's all about the utility when we're going for our Legacy of Nightmares build. And I love utility. Ooh, hello you. Haha, blinding archers. That is the way to do it, as they say. Oh, no, let's not be right in the middle of that. Keep our decent swings going. No, stand out of the frozen bits for a moment. I don't mind if he pulls me close to him. That's fine. It's kind of counter to what they normally try and do. Uh-oh. Let's go. I tried to time my falling sword so that we'd be up in the air when it struck. Mistimed it quite a bit there. Oh god, really? Well, that wasn't too bad. Right, smack, smack, smack. We can do upwards of 7,000 with a swing of that. With a swing, with a throw, with a throw. With a throw of Blessed Shield when it hits. 10 levels until we want to make ourselves a new weapon. That was a terrible time for me to activate that. There's Gruul. More of these frozen funnigans. Top tip, the frozen affix is not actually that fun. Yep. Blind him. We'll run away a little bit. Hey, he's supposed to be charmed. Oh, he's not attacking at least. And another bounty is done. All right, let's push on to kill Blarg. What a brilliant name for a bad guy. 9 minutes in and we've already got a comedy named bad guy. I love it. Not this way. We're gonna have to go round the edge. I do always feel like the Crusader is a little bit slower than other characters. And that's probably just down to not picking the Steed Charge. Because I so rarely use it, so I really want to try and make use of it this time. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous in here at the moment. That poison really does hurt. Come on, just finish this one off. So nearly gone. There we go, that'll do. Actually, while I think about it, I want to have a look at the Laws of Valor skill, because I need to find out what level we can get critical, because that is actually going to be very useful for our final thing. Where we've got Punish at the moment, as soon as we take away the cost of Blessed Shield, we're going to be swapping that over for Akarat's Champion. Either Akarat's Champion or Steed Charge, one of them. This, yes, we can get critical now. Perfect. That's going to massively improve our damage output. %50 increase in our critical chance is just huge. Alright, well, if Blarg's going to appear, there you are. Obviously, this is going to be a bit of a smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him, smack him. It's not going to be a particularly interesting fight, but that's alright. He's taking a good amount of damage, so it's not going to take us too long. And he doesn't have that many worrisome affixes. That charm ability from Shield Glare is so useful. Especially with Final Witness. Really, really liking it. Hey there, Wall of Reed, welcome along. Hope you're having a fun Monday evening. With Greg away, I figured, yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a Diablo stream. Well, other than Friday, of course. But on a Monday. It's been a long time since I've done a Monday Diablo stream.
I have no time for your excuses. Chaldean is on the brink of rebellion.
So, totally taking advantage of that opportunity. Up we go. Oh, God, no. Not standing in the middle of that. That seems like a bad idea. Incomprehensible agony! I love the voice acting in this. Oh god. Yeah. It's fine. Got it all in control. It's already starting to feel like a fun build. And I don't even really have any of the items that I need. We've got a long way to go, but it is definitely going to be worth it. Right, just this one left. And then, like, all the other things that we need to kill in this area. But for our immediate problems. Right. On to these guys. Up we go. Down we go. Problem solved. And that is very much how this this plays out. It's all about the burst damage. The constant damage is pretty nice, the consistent damage, but burst damage from Falling Sword is so fun. So we've got just under 100 enemies left to find and kill. Nine Toads, Terror of the Borderlands. That was a little bit dangerous. We do have Indestructible, so we've got to get out of... Oh my god, it's all gone wrong. Free, but... yeah, he's really putting out quite a lot of damage. Ow, so much damage. Alright, let's do this as a fighting retreat then. That's cleared a whole bunch of them. Ooh. Worrisome. Right, we've used our healing potion, so I do need to watch out just for a moment. Just trying not to get hit by all of that as it goes off. There we go. Ninetoads is gone. Luckily our Wrath to Life was keeping us alive there. Level 34 though, I mean, it's not like we're not making progress. That is going quite well. Got to remember to make the level 70 weapon when we hit 43, of course. Up and down. 95 done. What have we got? We got an Empowered Shrine. That'll be quite nice. So, increased resource regeneration. That's going to be very useful for constantly keeping up our shield throw. Blessed Shield doing its thing. That takes us to level 35. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to make a better weapon soon, so I might have to consider that. In fact, no, I'm fine with this. Right, let's see. What have we actually got in our weapons? That is a two-handed. Yeah, so our passive skills are fine for what they need to be at the moment. Periodically, I do want to double check just to make sure I'm not doing anything foolish. Knowing me, that's quite likely. Absolutely stonking along. The other thing that we can do at some point this evening is finish off the Season 1 objectives. Sorry, the Chapter 1 of the season objectives. That's going to mean killing a couple of bosses. That should be nice and straightforward. Also, socketing gems into our gear. And that'll probably happen, actually, before too long anyway. Right, 4 more to find. Still got 1 to get. Any old one. These'll do. Right, good job. So, 3 down. Let's go on to the 4th. Bounty running is a great thing to do early game. Clear the Forgotten Well of everything. I really hope we find Jack and Borgs early on. It's definitely going to be the first thing we try and gamble for. Just because it will make that much of a difference to our gear. For upgrading, I'll probably start by upgrading the flails. So we can get the... there's a two-handed one and a one-handed one that we need. One of them's going in the cube, the other one we're going to wield. And that's the other reason why we're going to want to take a look at the challenge rifts. Of course, because we only just started on Friday. It's still the same challenge rift that it was before, but they are such a good source of death's breaths and other materials. It's always worth doing them when they come along. It's going to be... As soon as we can remove the resource cost, it might even be Akram's Manacle that does it. I forget precisely off the top of my head. But as soon as we can remove the resource cost of Blessed Shield, it will become like a one button wonder, fire and forget all the time. Let's grab that. It's taking us as long to actually reach the bounty as it will be to do the bounty. That's exactly what I did, Wallerfried. So we've got Final Witness in the cube from that. I was hoping for Jack and Borg, but we didn't actually manage to get it. But Final Witness is proving very useful with the whole charming everything around me. I'm quite liking it. But yeah, 35 Death's Breath is a huge number. More than enough to get you started at the start of a season. Definitely enough to give you a little boost as time goes on. Right, we're nearly actually where we need to be. Thought it would never come along. So, into... Ooh, not quite into the Forgotten Well. Right. Ooh, geez, there's a lot of them. No. No, we need to thin the herd out a little bit before we properly engage that. Especially with that thing going off all the time. That is going to be annoying as hell. God damn it, stop it with that bloody cold thing. Oh god no, I need to get out of here. Woo! Danger! Okay, I think we've thinned it down to the point where we can manage it. I think this is the... Yeah, this is the real one. Up we go, down we come. Killed him. Ooh, was that a hack?
Incredible feat. You enjoy cutting them down, don't you?
Oh, we're gonna have to use this. So, that means we're going to change over from Heavenly Strength back to Fervor. Definitely worth it. That's going to make sure that we're actually doing the correct amount of damage. We don't really have much Thorns at the moment, but in fact, how much Thorns do we have? 16. 16 Thorns is being applied on every attack. Oh, baby. Yeah. No worry, Fallen. Don't worry about it. It was good to have you stop by and say hello. And yes, Waller Free. Hack! Seriously, no need to apologize at all. Right. Yeah, let's put that in there for the vitality. It's not really going to do much, but it's honest at the moment, so we'll put that in there. I'm going to head back very quickly and clear some space in our inventory just before we move in to finish this off. So gone, gone, gone. Just down here. I'll grab that for there, and that gives us the chapter 1 bit. That's all I really needed it for. It's giving us strength, which is nice. This is giving us dexterity, which doesn't really matter. It's going to get changed over soon enough. Hey, John! Welcome to the stream. 5 AM in Australia. Wow. Dude, you are up early. I do not envy you at the moment. Yeah, things are good here in London. It's actually been quite a nice mild day. Of course, now that you've arrived, I'm probably going to get myself killed in the most hilarious way, and I'll have to restart. Or we could have nothing in the Forgotten World at all. That's also an option. We just found hacks, so we have some fun extra damage built up. Yeah, thank you for your comment on the first video. Sorry I haven't had a chance to reply to it, but it came through just when I was getting ready for the stream. I like replying to comments normally pretty quickly, but I had to feed my face when I got back from work. Oh my god, I love this hack. It attacks so much faster than that other mace. Right. So, of course, we're doing a Blessed Shield Crusader for the Legacy of Nightmares set. So there's a lot of this that's going to be going on. And Falling Sword, just because Falling Sword is hilarious. Right, what do we got? I don't like it when it's quite as dark as this. Atmospheric dark? Sure, that's fine, but this is like super, super dark. It's a solid one to go for. Leapquake is so much fun. It is so much fun. Next season, I'm definitely going to do a Demon Hunter because it's been so long since I've done a Demon Hunter. But I was almost going to do a Leapquake Barbarian this season as well. Just because it's just like boom bam boom bam boom bam, and it's, yeah. At least this I get little mini leaps, so it's almost as good. It's not nearly as good, but you can pretend for a moment. Finish it in style. Okay, so that is all of them except Magda. Now Magda's actually one of the ones that we have to kill for this. So yeah, let's go do that. Then we'll go kill the Skeleton King. And then that ticks off that part of the season journey.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 Lords of Hell, for they are the greatest of the demons.
That is just so satisfying. I will never get bored of that. So, at the moment with us using Final Witness, I put it on the Confuse option, so we're charming everything that gets blinded. Right, that's one of them gone. And it's only supposed to have like a 50-50 chance of charming stuff, but it seems to do pretty damn well. So I'm actually quite fond of that now. As a survival tactic, it may not be the best, but certainly for managing mobs while leveling up, it's doing its job. Get that iron skin going. Now I could of course just ignore these guys and run straight past them, but where would the fun in that be? When I can do this! It is just so much more satisfying actually stopping to kill things. Although we're not doing a huge amount of damage to these. We're still managing to hold our own, which is kind of the important thing. Let's go up and down. We can probably pick a different falling sword rune, actually. My word, it is so busy in here. Right, you, electrified teleporter, you're the one that's been causing all this problem. Oh, and he walks just out of range. Right, well, while he's charmed, he comes up to us because we are buddy-buddies. While not, he moves away so I can throw my blessed shield at him. It's a good combination. This is probably going to give us enough for a level. There we go, level 38. Let's have a look at our falling sword one. Rise Brothers is always hilarious. Part the clouds. I like superheated, I think. Although having a bunch of people arriving with me would also be hilarious. So let's try that for a bit. Hi guys. They last a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, long enough to make a difference in a fight, potentially. Getting that plus to critical just before I start really flinging that shield around is such a big boon. Right, we're just 5 levels away from having to remember to sort out that new weapon. And that would just make a big difference to our leveling speed. Let's grab this. Right, I think we'll try and just push on through. He says getting distracted and trying to kill everything in sight. Ooh, Frenzy Trident. Right, we're definitely going to just push on in then. Sorry, Samash. Ignoring you. I'm taking advantage of this shrine. We're not killing her quite as quickly as I'd like. We are doing a good, solid amount of murdering. Let's temporarily back out of that while we thin some of the crowd out. There we go, that's a little bit better. Come back, lady. Stop running away from me. Well, temporarily just not stand right next to her. She is putting even more of those things out than normal, I swear. Right, let's go up and down. Temporarily back off. Yeah, look at that. That's a giant cloud. Hello, you thought you could get away from me. You were wrong. We're right here, and your health is shooting down. 4K, 2K, and gone. Alright, let's grab the loot. I think that's going to be a good point to finish this episode off. We'll start the next one by going after the Skeleton King. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying this. Only a little bit left to do of the Chapter 1 season objectives, and we are rapidly shooting up the levels. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.